Hey guys, yeah, I wanted to come on here real quickly and basically kind of give a follow up to um, my reaction video that I did yesterday. As I'm just checking something here. Hold on. Like I said, I wanted to come on here, do a bit of a follow up to my reaction video yesterday that I did on the recent Bronies React, the last problem that is, which would, yeah, like I said, which was on the last problem. As you can tell, I'm doing this on the fly without a script. But anyway, and I'm going to provide time areas so you can jump to if you want to watch it. But basically, anything I said in that video, I do stick by because I truly believe that what we saw was genuine, legitimate reactions, despite what people might think. I mean, the first reaction, of course, was Twilight and Spike. You know, that's the first reaction to see what they look like in the future timeline, or the time skip, as Toodles put it. But then, of course, you go to, I think, what is it, 44 minutes and 27 seconds or something like that. And basically, you get a reaction video where you get a reaction to the revelation, the future reveal of what everybody looks like in this new timeline. And you can definitely tell that the reactions people gave to not just Twilight and Spike's designs, but to the rest of the main seven. And then, of course, you had the music, the final song montage showing all the other characters and how they've changed. You can tell that it's definitely a different vibe, in a sense, than what it was initially. And what I mean by that is, taking care of something here for a second. There we go. Well, like I said, and what I mean by that is the fact that basically last year, about a month or two before the finale, a couple of things happened. The first major thing that occurred was the Netherlands had uploaded the entire final season. They initially was supposed to only do the first half of the final season, but they ended up making a goof. Whoever was in charge of doing so ended up, instead of putting the first half, they ended up putting the whole season. Even though it was in Dutch, people were able to get subtitles, and they were able to kind of make out, you know, with and without subtitles, what was going on. And they were not too happy. They were not too happy with the staff. They were not, they just did not like what they were seeing, okay? And then, after that mess up was kind of cleared up a little bit and calmed down, about a month later or a few weeks later, Hasbro ends up getting a annual, I guess you could say yearly hack into the systems to where now all the episodes that are in English and are going to be coming on Discovery Family and other English language territories are now available to watch on the computer. So yeah, basically, fans originally were not too thrilled with this, but I think over time, especially with a little bit of help of the hacks, unintentionally or not, and then of course the original airing that occurred in prime time on October 12th, I think the reaction, the negativity kind of died down and went more into a mixed reaction. Instead of negative or positive, it was kind of like right down the middle, where people were like, yeah, this looks okay, this looks good, or yeah, I may not like it, but I can live with it, kind of deal. And you see that basically in this initial reaction video, because you even have the voice of Sweetie Belle watching for, I guess, the first time and seeing exactly what has become of her character and the rest of the CMCs. And again, these are very genuine reactions, in my opinion. Again, when they first see Twilight and Spike, it's like, whoa. You know, somebody had a growth spurt, or whoa, that's new. I mean, when they see Spike, it's like, whoa. Spike found, I think they even joked that Spike found Jax Blade's channel because Jax Blade is a Brony. He's into fitness, working out, toning up the muscles kind of deal. And they joked about that, saying, "Oh, did he find Jax Blade's channel?" It's like, whoa, what happened to Spike? It's like, ooh, we like it. He ripped kind of deal. And then you look at Twilight, and Twilight got sort of a mixed reaction, mostly positive. I think the only ones that were not too sure about it were Black Griffin, I think, was not too sure. I think basically, let's say Black Griffin wasn't too sure. I think Magnifi Pony, so if I pronounce that wrong, Magnifi Pony and Lost Narrator, they weren't too keen on it. Little Shy was kind of like in the middle. Little Shy was kind of like, he was in the middle of a lot of the changes. He's like, I'm okay with it, but I'm not okay with it. Kind of like, I'm not too really sure how to view it and look at it. But everybody else was like, oh, okay, this is new. This is new. This is different, but we're willing to accept it, see what goes from there. So yeah, the reactions, first of all, with Spike and Twilight were understandable because again, they weren't negative like initially when they got leaked out or uploaded unintentionally thanks to the Netherlands. But they were more positive. They were more acceptive. They were more like, yeah, I don't like it. It don't work for me, but I'm okay with it kind of deal. It's like, I'll live with it. And then we get into the future reveal of the rest of the main group. And it's like, whoa, what is going on? And you can tell the genuine reaction, very genuine, very surprised. Like with Pinky, Magnifi Pony, Magnifi Pony. I think I do apologize if I didn't pronounce it right. Who's a Pinky fan who loves Pinkie Pie and ships Pinkie Pie and Rainbow Dash. She was touched by this. She was not just like not just like everybody else. Not only was she not just surprised, but she was genuinely touched. She found Pinky being a mom as adorable, because that was the big surprise. That's what really got a lot of people talking. Matter of fact, you go onto social media like Twitter, and this revelation of Pinkie Pie in the future, when like I said the rest of the main group comes in, is probably got the biggest reaction out of all of them, because of the fact that out of all the characters you would least expect to be a mom, to kind of settle down and be a mom, and and probably be the new owner of Sugar Cube Corner over the cakes and all that, or basically taking over for the cakes instead of the kids. It's Pinkie Pie, and on top of that, Pinkie is now a mom, which is really, which again, I'll admit it's kind of a surprise. But I guess if you really want to show that if any character can grow from being sort of like not taking things seriously, needing something to kind of bring them down to earth, settle them down, to where they could still be who they are, but now they got to take things a little bit more seriously. It's Pinkie, and her becoming a mom, I think, really helped initialize that. And I think, honestly, like I said, the reaction of all of them to it was they were surprised, shocked, but some of them were like, oh, okay, this is good, this is interesting, I'm willing to go with it. Rarity, when she showed up, was kind of like, hey, not much on her, but, the one thing they all took away from her was, hey, she's aged. I think Lost Narrator said it best, that Rarity aged with grace, with dignity. It's like not much has really changed about her except for the silver in her mane and the bags, if you will, because all the characters had bags, make them look older. But Rarity was more like, hey, it's Rarity. She just looks more like, I think somebody said it best with a picture they put up. She's like fine wine. She aged well. And even, like I said, Lost Narrator acknowledged that. And then the next one that really surprised a lot of people, because this is one that really, to me, got people talking a little bit. I'm surprised they haven't done a clip on this one yet, is Applejack and Rainbow Dash coming in together and kind of bantering playfully, I guess you could say, between each other about, hey, because Rainbow Dash is saying, hey, if we would have gotten here, we would have gotten here sooner if you would let me do the chores instead of doing them yourself. And Apple's like, well, I would if you would do them the right way. Pretty much giving in the indication that, yeah, these rivals, as these friendly rivals, these BFFs, became a couple, became an LGBTQ couple. And again, it really was surprising to them because they're like, whoa, okay, this isn't. I mean, Little Shy again was not too sure about it, but you have Black Griffin, you have Jax Blade, you have Brony Dance Party, you have AC and Toodles, and a lot of them were like, hey, this is interesting, this is pretty cool. It's like and they was and even throughout they were like, does this mean what we think it means? And obviously it does, because even Dusty Cat pointed out that they were bantering like an old married couple. And there is a bit of a storyline there, if you think about it, that's been used in animation and live action stories and even comics and all of media. And that is sometimes the best rivals, even the friendliest of rivals, end up becoming more than that. And that's what happened. And obviously that's what happened with AJ and Rainbow. And then you get, like I said, you get to Fluttershy and Discord, and they were surprised by that too. Like, oh, okay, Rainbow, okay, okay, like, oh, this is nice, this is cool. They were wondering, if that was true too, and obviously it was more acceptable of like, yeah, it happened. Even Black Griffin it stated when they went into the final song montage of showing everybody else in the future that he basically said it looked like all the shippings came true. Well, at least it's implied of that. Because after that, again, we get into the final song, and and we see all the other characters, and the reactions again are very genuine by everybody, from Lyra and Bonbon, of course, to Starlight and Sunburst probably being together. Um, so that's pretty cool. You see the CMCs, and the voice of Sweetie Belle, I think her name's Clara. She was surprised mainly not just by Rarity, seeing the way she's aged gracefully in the series, but the revelation of Rainbow Dash and Applejack. And she's wondering, oh wait a minute, does that mean Scootaloo and Apple Bloom are together? Did my character get shipped? What's going on? And then the genuine surprise by a lot of them to see the CMCs grown up officially, naturally, if you will, unlike growing up is hard to do, and seeing them being teachers at the School of Friendship was really a great moment. Everybody liked it because they come full circle officially and naturally, to the point that they were taught about friendship, they were taught about things, and now they're teaching, that passing on what they've earned as students and as the CMCs to others. So it was pretty cool. The one thing that was touched upon I want to mention this, the one thing that was touched upon when it came to Applejack and Rainbow Dash coming in and kind of being revealed as being together was a Little Shy pointed out, and everybody else was acknowledging this, Granny Smith's scarf was being worn by Applejack. And everybody was, like they were joking about it. They were kind of saddened by it. I think Maggie Pie Pony was saddened, like, oh, Granny Smith, and, basically acknowledging emotionally and kind of trying to make light of it that Granny Smith is not there anymore. But what really surprised me was they didn't touch upon Apple Bloom wearing Goldie Delicious's scarf, which a lot of people pointed out even before this reaction video came out. And to not acknowledge that, I was kind of surprised, because Clara did ask, well, why is Apple Bloom the only one with clothes? Clara, the reason she had clothes is because that was Goldie Delicious's scarf. So both of them got a scarf from each of the elderly ponies before they passed. But yeah, it was pretty not. But again, getting back to the CMCs, they were actually happy to see that they had evolved and um, become who they are. Basically, come full circle naturally and organically instead of through magic. So, like I was saying, basically, they were happy that the CMCs came full circle. Um, they loved the fact that Big Mac and Sugar Bear had a kid, it and everything. And then the ending montage really got to them because you got to see all the characters, in the background and everything. Uh, so, so that was. So anyway, what I'm trying to get at, because I want to do this real quickly while I can. Basically, they were cool. In closing, the montage at the end, I should say, they were really touched by it too. So overall, though, I want to say this in the end. I want to say this. Basically, the reason I think a lot of these moments occurred towards the end of the show, towards the end of the episode, with these revelations and all that, is because with any show, you can pretty much. But like I was saying, the reason I think a lot of these revelations occurred, these moments occurred, was just like with any series, animated, live action, comics, whatever. When you know this is it, this is the finale, and that you're not going to do anymore, you can pretty much, get away with anything, or pretty much put whatever you want in there, or whatever you feel, not just yourself, but the fans that have supported you have been wanting. And I think that's why we got what we did. Not only as a surprise and all that, surprise us and kind of show us that, hey, you didn't see this coming with this character, but to also say that, we understand, we hear you, and this is our way of showing thanks for supporting us, because we're giving you all this. So, in the end, basically, in the end, I thought they did a great job. So, again, I highly recommend checking out the Bronies React on The Last Problem. Hope to see more Bronies React, maybe on the 200th episode, on the holiday special, best gift ever. And, just see what happens, and even Rainbow Road Trip, and just see where they go from there. But that's about it, guys. So let me know what you all think down below. I'll provide time skips where you can go to where I've talked about the initial reactions of the reveal of future Twilight, future Spike, and the rest of the future main group, and all that, and see exactly what I'm talking about. So until next time, though, guys, let me know what you all think down below, and I am out.